I'm Sean Casey. I want to talk to you here today about how to hit it high. Again, we see a lot of golfers struggle to get a good launch on their golf shots, and as a result, it's difficult to hold the greens. The ball comes in a little too hot and tends to run through the green. So higher trajectory can be a very good thing. The problem is so many golfers are working on lag. They're working on keeping the handle forward, and to hit a high shot, you actually don't want to do that. You don't want to have the handle dragging through there too much. You don't want to have too much forward shaft lean. So a couple essentials to hitting it high, and TrackMan has really helped us understand how to do this and whether or not the angles are correct. You've got to have a shallow angle of attack. So let's just be clear on what that is. You want the golf club coming in shallow to the earth. Picture a soft landing on an airplane. You want it coming in nice and shallow. You do not want to get steep if you want to hit it high. Okay? Hitting it high, hitting down on the ball too much is going to project it lower. So shallow angle of attack, and then you do want some dynamic loft, meaning the loft of the club at impact, you want to have lots of it. You don't want to de-loft it. So in other words, you want to let the golf club catch up. You don't want to pull it through too much. So hitting it high is a matter of a shallow angle of attack and getting some loft onto the golf club. If you do too much of that, yes, you could risk hitting in behind the ball if you throw it too much, but practice it. If I were to practice it on the mat here, what I want to feel is that club really brushes the earth. You can hear the sound of it. You can feel it up through the club. You don't want too much of a vibration, and you want to have the sound of a nice, quiet brushing of the ground. That's telling me that I'm getting that nice, shallow angle of attack. And of course, in slow motion, if I do it, I can see the loft on the club. So I can see that if I catch that ball solid, I've got lots of loft there to help project it. A couple things that are going to help you with that is keep staying back a little bit. Make sure that your head is behind the ball. You don't want to shift ahead of it too much. You want to stay behind the golf ball. Again, release the club. Something that might give you a good feeling to create that is just taking the club and just creating that sound, making sure that you are, in fact, swooshing and releasing that club, letting it catch up as you come through there as opposed to pulling it through too much. So really swing it. Even if you flip it over, you might be able to hear that swoosh. Brush the grass, and finally, use your sense of visualization. Before you hit the shot, if you need to hit it over a tree, make sure your eyes are looking up over that tree. If there's a cloud up there, picture your ball going into it. That can really make a big difference as well, is your visualization, seeing what you want the ball to do before you actually do it. Work on those things, and I think it'll help you hit the ball a lot higher.